I think Miss Platt cursed us.
Dude, yeah. Hey, good job, Reese. Here's a lemon cookie.
Can we talk about third grade? So just for anyone, this is Reese.
Yes.
This is my childhood best friend. I think you're also my longest running friend.
It's been...
Because I didn't really have any, like all my friends before second grade were like Felton Community or wherever I was living friends. I was in Texas and Georgia. Yeah. So I wasn't really connected with any of them. There's a couple from, I remember like Devin Wills, Morgan Hobbs, Justin Kelly, Brandon Eubanks.
Okay.
Couple names I think from.
I've definitely heard those names from like.
They were in like my first, second grade. But outside of that, third grade.
Yes.
Mrs. Plack.
Crushing.
Talk to me about Mrs. Plack.
Well, if I wish I had my middle school pictures.
I shouldn't have used her name. I should just.
You should have definitely used our third grade, but it's fine.
We'll use that from now on.
Yeah, our third grade teacher.
Tell us about our third grade teacher, Mrs. Brown.
Didn't we? I also had a teacher named Mrs. Brown now, so we're calling her out.
Oh man,
that was fifth though.
Okay, fifth.
But, yeah,
you were no, it wasn't.
Yes, it
was it.
Yeah, because they split our classes, and all the teachers' kids got the other teacher.
Okay, so what was? Let's go back to third grade.
Yeah,
what was her defining quality?
Food, everything. It's like we were dogs. Like here's a treat, but it was a pack of cookies. For you spelled a word right, you got a math problem right, you got a cookie.
It so would not be accepted in today's ecosystem.
If you look at my pictures, like my school pictures, it was like, okay, he's fine. Bowl cut, still not fat. Huge. Massive. And then that carried out through.
Be generous. You're always really athletic.
I was active.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
And you had a cut to the lane with a little baby hook that no one could stop.
It was like, yeah.
Yeah. The extra 30 pounds really helped you.
Dude, clear out the post. It's because when I turned, they could get nowhere near me. There's no way they're getting past the gut. And I just had a lot of space.
We used to be pretty good at basketball.
You were good.
Stop.
I worked hard.
No. Stop. There were ebbs and flows where I was better at this, and there were ebbs where you were better.
No, there wasn't.
I feel through high school you were better than me because you played, especially during that time where I had to play Calvary ball, and you got to play Polytech JV and at least practice with some varsity players. There were some years you balled out.
Practice is a strong word. We used to just get dunked on by Kendall.
But he made it
every day.
He made it to the NBA.
That's true.
I mean, you got to practice with him on a daily basis.
It was cool.
That's better than getting a ball thrown at you from my coach.
Hold your pose, dude.
Coach Eric.
If you would have held your pose, you would
have.
Who
I will name drop because I love him. But
best coach I've ever had.
Also, you can't drop curse words like damn it and bitch at your Christian awards ceremony.
I would beg to differ because he did.
He did.
And
he never coached.
He was not a coach anymore.
He never coached a game.
Not there. But
did he go somewhere else?
I have no idea.
I hope he did because he was a great coach.
Great coach. I learned a lot about life at those basketball practices.
Yeah.
Mainly that I wasn't made out for basketball.
Well, it was like a little militaristic.
A little?
Yeah. Yeah. You get yelled at.
Let me tell you though, my coach at JV Polytech, that was like boot camp. We had to do suicides, like running down the court with bricks in our hands above our head. We were late getting ready for a game, and he made us do full court push-ups. Like you would do 10, rotate 10, all the way down.
Rotate where?
Like so you would pivot on your hands, and then you would pivot on your feet, and you had to do 10 push-ups until you got to the other side of the court.
Wait.
Before our game, in uniform, while people were in the stands.
And you're just doing push-ups around.
We're just getting punished in front of another school and our parents. And we lost. We did not win that game, in case you were wondering.
Cool side of the story if you guys did pull it out because you had so much heart and grit.
No, because everyone was tired and sore. You ever tried to shoot a 3 when you can't move your arms?
You imagine by the fourth quarter, it's just a bunch of air balls. That's where the coach finally thinks, oh, that grit's going to come in and my boys are going to pull it out. No, they're just like, they can't dribble it because their arms are just going.
We just lost by 25.
Oh my God.
And it was fine.
Did you guys win any games?
We were pretty good. Yeah.
Okay.
I couldn't tell you our record.
Probably jacked.
We were huge. Yeah. Just really fit.
I'm crying. What's man? So just to get the timeline, we went to school together from third grade to eighth grade.
Through eighth grade, yeah.
Through eighth grade, and then 9th through 12th, you were at Poly, and then you went to University of Delaware.
I did. Blue Hens.
I didn't do that. Give me that breakdown. What did freshman through senior year? Because you did the full 4 years.
Yes.
On campus, the full deal. Like, just break it down.
I mean, it was different. Like growing at Calvary.
Yeah, because I didn't. Yeah, I was Christian school and then thrown out of my second semester of college.
Yes.
At a little community college, so I didn't have this experience at all.
Yeah. So I mean, the first couple of weeks were a little bit of a culture shock because like you go to a party at Calvary, and it's like, oh, there's Diet Coke and regular Coke.
Whoa,
like, I know.
Dude.
Let's get some sugar. And you go to a party at UD.
There's no parental supervision here. This is crazy.
This is awesome. They're inside. They let us stay outside. And then
you lie. I threw a party one time. It was like 12 people, and it was in our pole barn in the back. And my parents were on the inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's sick.
What happens at the pole barn stays at the pole barn.
Yeah, except for when you talk about it on a podcast with.
That's true. We got to stop it here. We can't talk about it.
But yeah, so anyway, so I'm going to that, our actual party was a little bit of a shock because I was like, we're not 21. Like,
did you get like hammered your first party?
Not my first one because I was a little nervous.
Yeah.
But then everyone after that
got every single one.
Every single one after.
Was that so? Did it take 1 year, 3 years for it to get like over that? Because I know UD is a humongous party.
Yes. No, it was like 4 weeks. Probably to get used to it, and then you don't really have a choice.
Yeah, it's just a part of the culture.
Yeah, you either like don't have friends, or you go out. It's like
because you weren't one of the Alpha, Beta, Kappa, Gamma people, right? You didn't pay for friends.
Well, me and my friends actually.
No offenses.
No. We refounded a fraternity that had got kicked off campus like 30 years ago.
Nice.
So I paid to have the same friends I already had, which is
even so like you formed it with Matt and all them.
Everyone except for Matt. So like Corey, Mikey.
Why not Matt?
Matt was doing the UD review. So he was like the head of the school paper. Sick. So he was a little busy.
Okay.
He would then somehow end up at all of our parties for free.
Did you have to pay to be at a college party?
Well, we funded all of the, drinks.
Doritos.
Yeah, like all
silverware.
the beverages and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, diet.
You know how much those
regular
streamers and balloons cost?
So helium is at another level these days.
Talk about inflation, helium. But
we could talk economy until my face turns blue. So we can do that.
But yeah, so it was great, dude. I met, other than you, all of my current best friends at UD. I met my wife.
Yeah.
Freshman year, same floor. Yeah. I probably should have said her first. But yeah, met my wife and then my best friends. And then, I mean, the people skills I think were better than, because I studied criminal justice, which was great. I did that at Polytech. It was the same stuff, just a little bit more in depth. But
no, I know you didn't go into criminal justice, but why didn't you go into criminal justice after that?
Man, it's a good question. And it's kind of, I don't have like a valiant answer really. It was
valiant?
I don't know if that's not the word.
I don't know.
Well, because I feel like going into law enforcement, especially when I was looking at it, was like, oh, I'm going to help the community. I'm doing something good. And then I got into sales and I was like, I can make more money wearing jeans and just talking to people and not have to risk putting Lisa like stressful and everything. So I just ended up staying with sales ever since. I got a job at Verizon to kill time while I was doing the police academy, like 19 levels.
I forgot you did the police academy.
I didn't do the whole academy.
Yeah.
But I got all the way up through the polygraph and then a couple steps after that.
Okay, so you didn't get sent off to the actual. Okay, gotcha.
No. I got out.
I didn't get to the polygraph or anything like that, but I did apply. I did the physical side. I did the test. I was just gonna put on some light music in the background. I noticed how quiet it was in here.
It is quiet.
But we could also have this play through the headphones, but I don't want it to be distracting. Speaking of Drake earlier, only because I had it playing and we haven't said Drake once, so I don't know why I said speaking of Drake.
We're like 15 minutes in, we talked about Drake.
We haven't mentioned Drake once. We have to say it. Because I was thinking, who should I look up? I was thinking, just some Drake music. Did you like his last album?
I did not. And I know he's going to be watching this. I'm sorry, Drake.
Aubrey, man.
Yeah. I just couldn't get into it.
I like first person shooter. Have you seen the music video?
I haven't. I saw the picture.
All right.
And I was like, oh, that's a cool picture.
Well, I'm going to put it on mute.
J.Cole looks different.
Yeah, J.Cole shifted his look a little bit.
That's crazy.
That's Kevin from The Office,
They got
man.
Kevin?
He's looking old, though.
He is old. How long ago did that show end?
It started...
Fuck.
Must be playing a new one.
Oh, he's a manager now.
Oh, good for him. Oh yeah, interim manager.
Good for Kevin.
There were some good songs on the album. It's different for him though.
I only like Drake when he's rapping. Like, I don't like all of the kind of singing, talking to you, like I'm a poet kind of thing.
He is a poet. Was that Drake? Oh, there's J.Cole.
This is interesting. They're touring, right?
Yeah, I think they extended the tour actually. Oh, they're playing ping pong.
I mean, you got to take the conference phones off the table.
This is the fakest ping pong game I've ever witnessed.
Who is that?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's like your office.
Have you ever tried this?
You just walk through one door and there's like 900 more rooms. It's the same exact thing.
Yeah, it's just a stadium.
Yeah.
That's a ring toss.
Why did they keep the conference things on? See, they hit it.
That's what I'm
Just
saying.
Take them off.
Doesn't J.Cole have like a South African basketball team he should be practicing for?
Can't they afford a regular ping pong table?
Dude, you know how much that stadium cost?
That's fair.
Yeah. Oh, wait a second.
The chess scene's fire. Either way, he's got another album dropping tonight. I hope it's better. I'll say that. I don't think
So you admit the last one
it
wasn't?
wasn't amazing, but it's got a song. That's the thing. I think we're in a world now, and we do it with everything. We do it with athletes. We do it with music. We want the best, or it's just nothing. We don't even want anything to do with it. And I think this wasn't his best album, but I think there's 2 or 3 songs on it I definitely downloaded.
Yeah, 2 or 3, but how many songs were on the album?
Oh, like probably
37?
I think it's like 16 or 18.
It's like 19 hours to listen to the whole album.
No chance.
Start to finish.
No chance. I knocked that thing out. I was up at 6 a.m. I listened to it when it came out.
You set an alarm for the
I was
Drake
already
album?
up, asshole.
I was like, oh, Drake today.
I definitely had that in my calendar for Drake today. Is he wearing a Spider?
Yep.
What you said, the Spider-Man.
He certainly doesn't do that on his basketball team that he plays
All
on.
right, I gotta admit, I haven't watched this much of the video. This is pretty corny. I can't lie.
What makes you say that? That he just shot a web for that basketball?
Would he miss?
No,
Oh,
nope,
no.
nope.
Oh no!
Did he miss? No, he sure
no.
didn't. It's like NBA Jam. He's on fire.
Oh man, Aubrey.
What is that?
What is those footprints?
Bro, come on.
All right,
Join my side.
let's turn it off.
Come with me over here to the Drake fell off side.
Whoa, let's not say all that. J.Cole clearly produced this music video.
Like J.Cole, I'll take J.Cole over Drake.
Absolutely, I'm cool with that. This is getting a little cooler, but it got a little weird there for a second.
It got really weird.
It got a little odd there for a moment. How about letting his kid rap on the end of a song? So you're telling me that Drake's fallen off because if you had a famous album, if you were a singer, like let's say you actually let your rap career produce like you had for a bit.
I'm gonna drop the album at some point.
Dude, when you come on here the second time, I'm gonna have it prepped.
I got a couple of the songs in my email in a folder.
Oh, dude, we'll find them.
Deep away.
We'll dig their old Facebook profiles.
It's gonna be like a post-humanist type album. Like after I'm gone, there's gonna be a hologram of me, and it's gonna be the
Just
sickest.
performing rap music.
Because then no one can make fun of me.
Covers of like 2008 instrumentals.
Yeah. Is that 6 foot, 7 foot? Like,
dude, I think
sure
I
is.
actually found, I haven't opened it up to confirm, but I think I found the laptop that we recorded some stuff on.
You need to put that in a vault and bury it. Because it shouldn't ever.
I'm going to come prep. At the very least, can we find that? What was our old YouTube channel? We're on YouTube right now. What? We used to post videos of ourselves dunking.
Oh.
Do you remember that? Do you remember that YouTube channel?
And it definitely wasn't an 8 foot rim. It was iComedy.
No. I thought it was like watch us dunk something and then numbers, but I don't know what the numbers were.
No.
If I type in your name, will it come up? Are you frequent on YouTube?
I don't think so. Drac Reese.
Drac Reese.
Yeah.
All right. This is also much different from any of the other podcasts. We haven't touched the TV yet, so
Well,
we're gonna know when we rewatch this as to whether or not this sucks or not. So
the hard thing is there was a rapper named Lil Reese.
what?
Yeah.
There's a little everything, I guess. Little Reese Earley.
Oh, there I am.
There he is. Oh man, that's got all of us in it.
Wow.
When was this posted? I don't want to. Okay, there it is.
Well, first of
Watch
all-
us dunk 23-15. I don't want to listen to it.
No. I didn't know we had.
There you are.
I didn't know we had gotten Eminem to be featured on that
Did it
song.
say Eminem?
It says featuring Eminem.
Featuring Reese, Caitlin, Emily, and Zach. Where do you say? Oh, in the title.
Yeah.
Just go, dude. It almost has 2,000 views. I'd like to know when this was posted. See, this was posted so long ago. It doesn't even say the date. See,
Yeah.
the other ones have that. This one doesn't.
It had to be 15 years ago. No, not that long. We're not that old.
It's like 8th grade, 2008.
So probably. Oh.
No, that's 15 years ago.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
First off,
man.
my math was pretty solid there.
Spot on math. We always were good at math.
Yes.
We got done the test early and got to go outside.
Yeah, and get my cookie from Mrs. Who shall not be named.
This is who knows. But then you went straight to 4th grade, and the same thing kind of happened again with the teacher.
But she had us bring her snacks. It was a different dynamic.
Trivia. Do you remember the teacher that we had for a month before her in 4th grade? Do you remember the one lady, something had happened before this woman came from Australia?
No,
This is very niche-y conversation. This is probably awful.
I don't.
It was Watch Us Dunk. Was it 23-15?
Yes, because that's Melo and LeBron.
Oh, it's Melo and LeBron. We're awful.
You should have put 15-23, to be clear.
One of them is retired and the other one's
Annoying.
still currently leading the NBA.
He
Isn't it honestly nuts how he's still like leading in a crazy amount of categories?
I'm going to say it that he is the best basketball player that's ever lived.
It's hard to fight that.
Yeah.
I still give like best scorer, best winner. You can give a little more fierce or whatever to Jordan, but it's hard to. Oh man, found him, found him.
Oh,
13 years ago.
Oh, no. Dude, I can't believe I watched that 180 times.
Oh man,
That
this
was wild.
has a lot of stuff on it. This isn't just dunking. This is 1,000 views.
They're all.
Who watched this?
That's a good question. Okay.
This is great.
Is this Boom Boom Pow?
I think it's.
Or what's the
Or
song
I'm a
called?
bee? No, I think you're right.
Look at that. Look at that vert.
The vert.
You can't tell, but that's a 10-foot hoop. It's just the camera
It's
angle.
just the camera angle.
Oh my gosh, the big boy.
Yeah, you were a little chunkier. I thought
Did you film this on a calculator? This is the worst quality. You can't see my hops. That was a pretty good one. That was terrible.
Dude, I think
Why did we
literally
keep that?
shot this on like one of those flip video cameras. I don't know if you can. It does say HD quality. Did I just lie?
It's definitely not HD.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah, I think it's just. I think it's just a lie. Wow, did we post that? It wasn't even a legit dunk.
Dude, almost didn't make it. There we go.
Oh,
Yes.
You good?
I would have been good if you
I'm good,
never
yeah.
brought it up ever. Insane dunking ability.
Wow, we were liars. You were in a tank top for this one.
What was I doing in a tank
How
top?
did we get 334 views on backyard dunking me and Reese? Who's finding that?
Is that all Calvary?
Maybe.
It's just. Oh, that's the
We
same.
stuck to the intro though.
Yeah.
The intro
This was good.
was it. This is awful, dude. Oh man, we stole this from ESPN. That's not our graphic.
Hey, this is a little higher though. The hoop looks higher. Oh, you got sound on this one. This is tough, dude. This is hard to watch.
That was kind of creative though.
Was it?
I don't know if we had to watch it 4 times, but
Yeah. Wasn't that good?
I hope next one's you.
Dwight Howard. Oh
Jesus
my gosh. Yeah, he took off from out of frame. Yeah. So,
Oh, man.
like we were saying, I was a heavy set kid, but I had hops.
And we get to look back and be like, wow,
Yeah.
what growth.
I mean, you got to think, you went from whatever camera that was to all this setup in here.
The video, yeah, it's taken 13 years though.
That's not that bad.
It's not that bad.
I do hope that the quality on these is a little better.
A little.
Are they the same cameras?
I think they're actually we're very emotional about our video equipment. We keep the same stuff year after year, no matter if the upgrade.
You have to delete those videos off the cameras to get this on.
Yeah, actually, our cameras can still only hold about 500 megabytes.
No memory cards.
Yeah, I'm big on that.
Yeah.
I'm big on that. Be in the moment. No
You
memory
finish,
cards.
yeah. Whatever it is, if you start, you finish it.
You finish it right then and there. How are we editing it? I don't know what I just said. Editing.
Yeah, speaking of editing,
What's all right. So I'll ask and let you take it from here. What's like a memory? You and I, something, basketball, over at each other's houses, school.
Yeah, man.
Toss some. Oh, I forgot about this water.
Whenever I think about like going to your house, it's that morning walk to whatever that little shop was.
Oh, we're Felton Pizzas.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know what it was called back then, but it used to be a little convenience store.
But like the best breakfast sandwiches and Powerade Zero
Yeah.
that you're ever gonna get.
Yeah, because we would leave the Powerades.
Yeah, well, you're not gonna finish it.
So we had this weird thing after, whether it was a sleepover, there was a basketball game day before, something like that. If we went to this morning breakfast store, we'd buy a Powerade and leave it on this person's porch next door to the convenience store.
Yeah, but you would take a sip.
Oh, every day. I'm not even fully. Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna sip some of it.
So it wasn't even like they could use the Powerade.
Yeah, it was cracked open, so you're gonna throw it out.
Yeah,
so
you're
it's
not
just,
drinking that.
It was just like, who did this? Why would you? I love the thought of confusion. I
Yeah.
think that was all of our pranks because we did that quite often.
Did what?
I mean, we're 30 at this point. I think we're. It's been 13 years.
Statute of limitations. Is
I think at this
definitely
point, like putting honey under people's door handles on their cars.
Pretty funny, yeah. Honey or syrup.
It's just an inconvenient prank. They're just gonna be like, "Who did this?"
Yeah, nothing's wrong, or there's no
No
damage.
one's getting hurt.
Yeah, your just hands are sticky and you don't know why, which is a terrifying thought. Like you're 30 now. You go out to your car and grab and it's sticky.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. My mind's not automatically going to go, oh, it's honey. This is so, what a prank.
Yeah, I could put this in my water with some sea salt. Like,
Yeah.
Like they're never going to know. It's just, that ruins your whole day.
Yeah, those pranks might have been a little stronger than we anticipated.
I like the mind game though, because I don't want to cause property damage.
Yeah.
But if I can tear you down mentally for like 2 days, I think it's worth it.
Well, I think, shout out John Edwards. Was it he and I, or he and you, or he and somebody else who had made a full breakfast for somebody?
It was all three of us.
Was it all three of us?
Yeah.
Did we tag team it?
There was pancakes or little waffles.
Waffles.
Yep.
Eggs. And toast.
And toast.
I think we had a glass of something. But like 4 or 5 a.m.
It was, early, late, whatever you want to look at it. But that I feel like pretty good about.
I think they were confused.
Do you eat it? You
No.
wake up to a full breakfast
man,
on your
what percentage of the world? I don't know. Maybe some that's normal. Maybe outside of America that'd be like, oh man, someone thought of me.
Right.
But in America, you're just like, oh man, someone's targeting me. They're gonna kill me tomorrow. Like this is their ritual.
Yeah.
Like I feel America thinks of it differently, but maybe some places.
I hope not.
I don't know.
You got
What if the eggs are still warm?
I didn't think about that. Like you catch it early.
Oh yeah, if you
Like
catch,
you see him
wake
kind of
up
walking away.
Yeah, or I was gonna say like you put it there 4:30, like, and then you're waking up 5 a.m. to hit the gym, and then you're blessed with all these macros on your front porch.
That's true. But I don't know what kind of waffles they are. Was it sugar-free syrup? Like
You are big into that. I need to get bigger. Are you still weighing your food?
I do. I work from home, so it's easy. Like if I'm not bringing a food scale
Stop
to
the
a
bullshit.
restaurant.
Stop. I work from home does not make weighing your food and tracking all that easier. What got you into that?
Try not to look like that kid that was dunking on the screen earlier.
Sure.
Really, yeah.
What was the first step? I don't think your first step was throwing your meat on on some kind
Certainly
of.
wasn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it started with just exercising. Like
Got it.
I was always active, but then one summer in high school, I did landscaping with my dad over the summer.
Okay.
And lost like 25 pounds. I was like, oh, this is
it.
this is better.
Yeah.
And then I was like, all right, I'll go to the gym. I'm not landscaping. And then I started watching YouTube and everyone's like, oh, you got to eat peanut butter. And like, so I was just housing containers of peanut butter and everything. And I eventually learned that that's a terrible idea. And
isn't most of it like, that's what I'm worried about. Like now I'm avoiding fluoride and wheat, and I found out I have the MF complex more than likely, which basically means if I take in that stuff that they spray, the fluoric acid that they spray on like wheats and vegetables, that my body probably can't. It's like I don't even know all the terms yet. I'm still so fresh into learning it, but a guy named Gary Brecka talks about it.
Okay.
That my body has the ability to not get the nutrients out of it and get it out of my body, and so it sends these chemicals to my brain, which they diagnose as ADHD.
oh,
Because it over increases the production of ideas without increasing the side that basically it has the reasoning and logistics around formatting the ideas into action. And so basically the Adderall comes in and depletes this side and slows everything down. That's the solution. Whereas if you could just stop having that acid or I think fluoric acid, I think is what it's called.
Okay.
And but that's something I didn't know until a week ago.
Yeah. You're not going to know that when you're 9.
Exactly. Like, I feel like we're constantly learning more and more about everything just being shitty for you.
Yeah.
Like it used to be like, I feel like when we were kids, they're like, fast food's not bad for you. It's not good for you, but like Subway's cool. No, it's not.
It's not.
It's not. It's a foot long of sugar bread.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
With a bunch of processed meat. It's awful.
It's not real meat. Like
so many chemicals. But for a while, you could have told me that was healthy.
Right. Because we used to go on the base every day.
Twice a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think it's underrated how much diet affects like your health. And I guess not underrated, but like not just like your weight, but like how you feel. Because people are so quick to like, I can't sleep. Like, let me take something to help me sleep. And it's like, maybe don't drink a full Coke and have ice cream before bed. And you won't have a bunch of sugar keeping you awake. Like, I think there's a lot of things that people could fix like organically or like naturally that they do over medicate.
Yeah.
But it's also a lot of money and
a lot of discipline.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say a lot of money.
Well, no, I mean for the people that make the medication.
Oh, the people who make, and the people that make the product.
Oh, yeah.
The people who make the sugary drinks, the people who make all these, processed, filled, nasty, you were talking about earlier, like microplastics and things and everything.
Yep.
They're not going to actively market that this shit kills you.
No.
That would be against the brand. That's kind of silly.
It'd be crazy.
But I just find it disconcerting that we're constantly finding out, tap water could be killing you. Like,
right.
It's got fluoride in it. We ran many tests to say, hey, this is probably going to hurt you. It makes you dumb. The certain versions of vitamin B12 complex that are in so many different multivitamins is completely synthetic.
Yeah. You're not.
That like 24 to 20, it's 24 or 26, somewhere in that range of like our vitamins and supplements are illegal in Europe that we use in our food.
Same with the food we sell. Yeah. Like they don't sell it in other countries.
They were talking about pasta. That
how different they feel from eating pasta
you can just
here and
eat
there.
Pasta and be good. Or in Asian cultures, like rice is humongous, and that you don't see them blowing up.
Yeah, they're not the fattest country in the world.
We are the fattest country in the world by so much.
Right, but no, we're like gluten-free and vegan though, so it's fine. It's crazy.
It's crazy.
I saw something, and I think it was Neil deGrasse Tyson was talking about how like everything has like a natural lethal dose. Like if you take like water, you could drink enough water till it's lethal.
Sure.
And there was an ice cream company that found there was like a
wait,
pesticide.
Because your stomach would explode, or because you just literally too much water?
Literally, like it would flush out like all of the stuff in your body that you're supposed to keep in there to like. I mean, it's like
an insane amount of water.
But everything has like a
it's like when they say that estrogen is in soybeans. Like people don't understand how many.
Like you're not eating
how many edamames you'd have to eat to have any issue with that.
Right. Yeah. But it was like there was like a pesticide found in this ice cream. Mm-hmm. And they had to like pull it back, throw away all the product and redo it and apologize. But you would have to eat like 33 cartons of the ice cream for that chemical that was in there to be lethal.
Got it. A few short of what I could.
Yeah. And you only had to eat 29 for the sugar in the ice cream to be lethal. Yeah. And it's like, but they're more upset about that, minuscule amount of chemical, but not the gross amount of sugars that they're just throwing at you. It's just crazy.
Isn't it crazy how long we were taught that salt and fats were bad for us?
Oh yeah. Like it's because sugar companies were like, "Oh, do that. Mm-hmm. Tell them fat's bad." So we can put sugar in everything.
I still think fat's bad. Is saturated fat bad? You know more about the health stuff.
I think is it trans fats or
trans fats I know.
Yeah.
I think are awful, right?
I don't know. I think fats are fine.
I'm just not going to eat fat.
I think fats are good.
Amino acid type fats like fish oils.
Yeah.
Nuts, avocado.
Avocado's good.
What are other healthy fats?
Like animal fat, like beef, stuff like that. I mean, you don't want to eat like
other healthy fats? Us, because we used to be bigger. We're healthy fats.
We are healthy fats.
Do you think eventually we'll be like healthy, like have abs?
I don't know. I don't know if I have the genetics for abs.
What do you do though? Like I feel like the more I find out, I'm just like, man. Do I just pick a baseline where I'm like, okay, I'm only this into it? Because I feel the more I get into it, the less I can eat.
Oh yeah,
the less I can do.
Like you need to get a farm.
Dude, I just walked through a property. It'll be on the market in spring. But it's
shameless plug.
Yeah, 650, 750, south of Seaford. Just give the address.
The guy Glenn is great. Yeah.
But it was a homestead. Like they had goats, they had chickens, beehives, fruit trees, everything. Like she had a secondary living area above the pole building. It's an old farmhouse, been completely redone, so it's nice. It's on 15 acres.
Holy cow!
Like she doesn't have to go anywhere. She's got solar panels.
Oh, she's set,
and she's had them for more than 5 years. And she said that if you had, and they're Tesla, so she said if you had them more for 5 years, they'll replace your roof when you get them off because she has an old roof. So the plan is to take them off if the next people want to, and then you get a brand new roof.
Tesla replaces the roof?
Mm-hmm. If you keep them on there and pay. I think you have to pay off the solar panels though.
Well, that's fair.
Yeah, pay off the solar panels more than 5 years, and then when you remove them, if you have to, because you sell it, and the next people like don't want them, they'll replace the roof.
That's wild.
Because maybe they're invasive. Maybe it jacks up the.
It might, like if they're whatever they're mounting or something like that.
I know most solar panels you don't want to remove. If anything, the sun's going to cause a different form of shading on them. It's gonna look bad,
look terrible. Yeah.
But I mean, now they have. I know Brightside Exteriors does it in Dover. They have like nailable shingles that are solar.
So like the whole roof would be?
Yeah, like you can. Yeah, well, Tesla has that where they're like actual shingles and you can do the whole roof. They got one out in on is it Wild Quail? It's like
makes sense.
Yeah, it's like hole 6 on Wild Quail. You can see this big giant white house. I met the owner coincidentally. I won't bring his name up or anything, but he's a super cool dude. But he was talking to me about it. He's like, yeah, the whole thing is just shingles. From a while away, it just looks like a black roof.
Yeah,
and then you get up close, you're like, oh, it's like metallic.
It's just not a roof.
Yeah,
that's why, and they're good with like sleet, rain, like all the whatever weather you're gonna throw at it.
I mean, I don't sell them. I don't know.
The guy didn't tell you all.
I would think if you're putting it on a roof, it is ready for those scenarios.
Yeah, I mean, it has to be.
I would hope. I don't think that they put anything up there that's not ready for that. I'm trying to get this, but
that's crazy.
Yeah. Where do you think that goes? Do you think we end up running off the sun as a planet? This is the ADHD podcast.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna bop it around.
I like it. I don't imagine everyone will know. But I think that there's going to be, excuse me, sorry.
Just apologize in the mic.
That I coughed into the mic, yeah.
No, that's fair.
But I think there'll be like wind, like, dams and stuff like that and solar to offset.
I guess that's a better question. Do we eventually actually utilize all the natural sources of energy that we have? Like, for instance, there's people that have claimed and have supposedly found ways like run cars on water.
That sounds impossible.
I wish we could pull it up, but next time.
It's got to be like propulsion because there's no combustion.
That's the thing. It runs off hydrogen, and hydrogen's in water.
Oh.
And apparently this machine somehow, whether by heat or some form of maybe combustion.
Because you could get like steam in there.
Yeah. So I think the steam is, because we had steam
engines.
Like we had steam running things for a while, and then we just stopped.
Have you guys seen this stuff?
It's like, have you seen this crude oil? This is crazy.
Yeah. Let's get into that.
I don't know. I don't know why we got away from steam engine. I don't want to talk about something I don't know. But there are other options, it feels like, other than like the way that we do it. And it seems like a lot of it's for money.
Yeah. But I also am a little worried because like you see all the stuff about like
worried about a lot.
The batteries and like what they're mining for the batteries that go
into
like
lithium?
electric. I think it is lithium. Yeah. And like the mines and stuff over there now are like the worst place to be in like the world.
Jeez.
And it's
just
like,
for like the workforce,
like for the people that are mining it. Yeah. And then you go to that, but it's like, oh, but my car has 0 emissions. What are we sacrificing to get the Tesla that can do 0 to 60 in 1.9 seconds, which I would take.
Just to be clear.
Just to be clear, Elon.
Well, I mean, even the phones that we have, you
everything,
get an iPhone, yeah,
everything has like lithium in it. Anything with a battery, really.
My mom loved to hate on me for that for the longest. My mom sometimes she'll get locked on a subject and like, I could do the same thing.
Yeah, I think we both do the same thing.
But with her and Apple, she just did not want to have an Apple device because it was just like the workforce and how they treat them. And, they got suicide nets outside their factories. I don't know if that's old data, but anyway, like, I get it. But I want my messages to be blue. Like,
I'm not going to use a green text message.
Yeah. So I don't know if there's a way that everybody can be happy, but I think there's definitely a way where, and I don't want to speak to, the workforce that's going on for lithium mines, but if we're working towards something that's going to keep our planet longer, or living longer and happier and not falling apart, I don't know. I'm using a bunch of words. I just feel like if we are doing something for the greater good is good, there's always going to be somebody who's going to have to take the brunt of it.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a solution for everybody at any time.
I agree. I don't know if like what they're doing over there is the answer, but it's tough. Because like I said, we're either going to burn the earth up or we're going to mine a bunch of lithium.
Do you think we're going to see like Mad Max in our lifetime?
Not in our lifetime.
Not in our lifetime? You don't think like the whole economy breaks down? And
I didn't say that.
I think that you don't think those two equal each other?
I don't think we'll get the Mad Max with like the trucks with like the Rams on the front and stuff like that. But I think it could get pretty ugly.
That'd be fun.
I mean, I'm saving for a bunker, you know,
hey,
just in case.
I've always said I have a bunker.
Do you?
I won't say.
Yeah.
I've always said I want a bunker is the way I'll put it.
Yeah.
Because if it hit the fan, I would love to have just, an automation set up. However many people I can fit in my bunker for 2 years, get a text.
That's
like, hey, this is your notice. You got 15 to X minutes to get here, and then it's shut.
Yeah, that's going to be tough when I'm in Wilmington, though. Give me an advance.
Like you said, you need a bunker.
It's true. I should probably get a bunker up north, yeah.
Just in the middle of it, like a Harrington field. That's lit, by the way. I've been starting to do like honey and cheese as a snack.
Like a charcuterie type thing?
Basically like a little mini charcuterie. Yeah, put some crackers, some cheese, and some honey.
I can get into that.
That's a good little sweet snack. I rock with that heavily. Now, so here's the barometer I use. If we get to the point where the police force stops showing up to work, everything else falls apart.
Oh, 100%.
And I think, like, based off of just inflation, like income-wise, they're already struggling to support the baseline police officer wanting to apply. There's so much going on in the media that makes people demonize the police force. You have a whole section of political views that would be demonized by their families if they did apply to work for a police force.
Yep.
And geez, it's just getting more dangerous every single day. Add on top of that, someone had said, like, if you find the example I'd heard about this was like 2 years ago. Like if the police stop showing up for work, everything else jacks up. And the example they use is like, what if we found out aliens were real and everyone started, realizing, oh, things are different and the police just didn't show up to work. And I'm sitting here as I'm thinking of this example, like, wait, we have said that
we've heard, which is wild.
We've done that now, and no one seemed to really care. Was that legit? Like, did you pay attention to that?
A little bit.
Was that back in July?
Yeah. I don't know. It's so hard because like everything's a conspiracy theory, and everyone's like, oh, they're not telling us about aliens. There's definitely aliens.
There's just so much we now know that.
Yeah, but then people are also like, oh, they're telling us about aliens. There's not aliens, and it was the same people who thought there was aliens because they weren't telling us about it. So I don't know. Like, is it a distraction? Like, is it a distraction to keep you off of like, hey, look over here while we're tanking something over here? Or is there aliens? And they were just like, no one's paying attention. We should probably tell them no.
And then there's the conspiracy theorists who'll tell you that this is they're slowly just trying to get us to accept the idea so they can show us more about the aliens.
Yeah, like we're aliens and just pull the mask off. You know what I mean?
I want to just make it to 80 years old without anything crazy happening. And I just don't know if it's going to happen.
I don't think we get to 80. We might get like 55.
You think we'll live to 80? You don't think we'll make it to 80?
Oh, I think we'll live to 80.
Oh, okay.
I don't think we don't drink fluoride. We're going to make it there. We're going to live forever.
But I'm also not saying I'm not drinking anymore, but I'm 4 days no alcohol too. Because that's another one where people will be like, oh, I feel anxious all the time. I'm not sleeping really well.
I can't drive.
Yeah. I want to drive on the left side of the road.
Right. Like,
it's so weird. But yeah, 4 days. I don't know if I'll keep it up, but I want to do 7 days total. Just see like, what's it feel like to not be an alcoholic?
Yeah.
I'm joking. I'm not alcoholic.
No, it's fine.
But combine that with the no tap water and the no folic acid. I want to see like, do I really feel different?
Do you feel better?
Or is this guy a conspiracy theorist? So we find out in 10 years that folic acid's the best for us.
Yeah, dude, fluoride is great for you. Like all the Mr. Olympias, that's all they were taking was fluoride.
Well, I mean, doesn't it make sense though if you started if you believe in the one world order type deal where some one person is controlling all the other media that's coming out from Fox News all the way down to whatever, wouldn't it make sense you're starting to see this shift into the social media scape? You start sending out influencers that project your message and are hidden under the scapegoat of, oh man, screw the big top 1%.
Yeah.
Because they did that in the 60s and 70s when they were like, screw the man. They had people infiltrate those groups and be like, oh yeah, screw them. But by the way, guys, we should do this when we vote.
Definitely should do this. Yeah, that's the man. This is the one.
It's just, I don't know.
I think, no, I don't disagree with that at all. There's definitely people with way more influence than the average country, I would say.
Average country? You think there's people with more power than the average country?
I do. I think, and their names are on like a lot of banks and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Mr. Fargo.
Fargo. Yeah. Wells himself.
Mr. Wells. Mark was just on. Mark Parenthood was just on here.
Yeah. He's used to do insurance.
Yeah. Mark, I think he said it on the podcast where he said he thought you did insurance. It's not he said it before it.
Yes. Mark, I did not.
And I was adamant. I told him he worked at Chick-fil-A and then you worked at Walgreens.
Be well.
Are you still repping Walgreens? Like if you have to pick CVS, Happy Harry's, or
I'm not going into CVS, dude.
No.
Is
that like
that's
Walmart
crossing a line,
Target?
dude? Yeah.
Is that like beef? Like it's just
look. I repped the blue. All right, the baby blue. Be well. I'm not going in.
You don't rock Rite Aid.
I'm not going. Oh, dude, I'm not going to Rite Aid.
Does Happy Harry still exist?
No, do you remember Happy dude? Yeah, they got bought by Walgreens.
Oh, okay. So you basically still have Happy Harry's now.
Yeah, we're the same thing.
In spirit. That's fair.
Harry's fine.
Also like that I picked a compilation of just coffee being poured.
Yeah, why did you?
I'm not sure. It's also doesn't serve the purpose because it wants something added noise. And it's silent.
It's just quiet espresso.
It's just quiet espresso noises.
Put on another podcast.
Just watching. We're just a podcast that watches other podcasts.
That's an idea.
That's a niche. Someone would watch it. You want to watch George Benson's Breezin'?
I do, actually. It's nice.
Makes me feel like the intro to like a Sly Cooper level.
Yes. Or like
a mid-tier level, like level 4.
GoldenEye. Like Bond's about to walk out and shoot at the screen.
That's fair. This is when you first see the girl that catches his eye.
But it's this guy instead.
But it's this guy.
It's George Benson.
Dude, we need a new age version where James Bond falls for a George Benson like.
Who would even be James Bond though? At this point. Is anyone that cool?
Man, that's a good question. I think Tom Cruise could do anything.
Man, James Bond's not going to be 5 foot 4.
Pre-slap Will Smith could have rocked that role.
That would have been good.
Pre-slap, he was cool as hell.
Well, yeah.
Now I don't know if he hits it.
I don't even know if it was hits it. I don't know if it was this. Yeah, it was the whole the entanglement
situationship thing. That was kind of
like he wasn't mad at Chris when he slapped him.
No, he was slapping Jada, but you can't slap Jada. Public
Jada,
TV, you can't do that.
You got to slap Chris,
Man.
And that was terrible.
That was awful.
And they let him sit back down
and enjoy the rest of the event, and then had him up for an acceptance speech.
Gave him a little speech at the end too.
Man, I don't watch don't like the last award show I probably watched was the one they used to have on Nick.
Oh yeah,
the Slime Awards, the Kids Choice Awards, like back in the day.
I still vote.
Hell yeah, dude! I love that. How do you vote now? QR code?
Yeah, you just text Nick to 22476.
Nice.
Yeah,
love that. How did they vote back in the day? We had to go online. With parental. Make sure your parents. Make sure. Whoa, that view got crazy. For those on the YouTube channel watching the podcast, there's a quick earthquake.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we had to go. Dude, I used to play so many online games.
Coolmath.com or Coolmath Games.
Addictinggames.com.
That was a good one.
Ancon. You remember Ancon?
I never played Ancon.
Played Miniclip. There's a couple.
You know what I thought was crazy though? Was the amount of those games that were just involved you like killing stick figures.
So many.
Like
kills.
Every single one was like, how do you kill this stick figure? Yeah.
There'd be whole simulators be like, we're giving you all these different weapons. How would you like him dead?
Yeah. And now it's like, I can't believe our society is such a weird place.
We love war games so much.
You played Call of Duty and Assassin games for years.
We have a craving for first-person shooters like none other.
You get desensitized.
And then we're like, man, why are we the only ones doing mass shootings?
You do get desensitized to it though. Eventually.
And I'm not going to sit here and say it's video games. I do not think it's that.
I don't know. I mean, that's tough. I think there's a mental health concern or crisis, whatever you want to call it, in the U.S. that doesn't get handled in a way that it might get handled in another country. There's a lot of over prescription.
Can I have more of your seaweed water, by the way?
You can. I think it's almost empty. But people over prescribed, and with mental health issues, instead of treating the issues, you give them a pill and tell them to go play Call of Duty.
Oh, I didn't want all the rest.
Fine. You got it, dude.
Jeez.
I want you to get the floaties at the bottom.
You're the man. The floaties, hell yeah.
But yeah, man, I don't know. It's tough. I mean, we definitely have a more readily access to firearms, for sure. But
so does Australia.
that's what I mean. I don't even get news from Australia. Do they do anything down there?
They don't have any exports of any kind.
I did see that on the
They don't really produce anything to our GDP or really anybody's.
Yeah, but they have
insane hunting.
Insane hunting. You can fight kangaroos, bare knuckle.
I don't know if you're supposed to. Are you allowed? Like if I went and actually started fighting a kangaroo, is someone gonna get mad at me?
You have to get like a tag, like when you go deer hunting.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you do.
Don't bullshit.
Okay, look it up, Jamie. No, I was kidding.
You can get a tag to go fight.
You have to. You get 2 a year. I'm lying.
Okay,
but,
thank you. Jeez, because I'm. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Can you hunt kangaroo?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I heard they're like our deer though. There's so many of them.
They might be. Are they good? Because that's all that matters.
Are they good?
If they taste good, like
I don't think so. I think people tried it and eat it if they hunt it. And I don't know, but it's not popular.
You don't ever go to a restaurant, like a Michelin star, and be like, I'll take the.
I think it might be kind of like alligator, where you get jerky from it and you pull something. But I think things like cows and pigs, where you can use every single part of their body, those are more the farmed animals for me. So I don't know.
Yeah, let's talk about that though, because do you actually believe that those jerkies are the animal that's on the bag? Because I've had a grand conspiracy that it's the same jerky with different pepper flakes. There's the ones on the boardwalk where it's like, oh, this is alien jerky. It's like, dude, oh, it's not. It's pork.
I had a video that did well on TikTok where I tried a bunch of. I had a client of mine. My closing gift they gave me, because that happens sometimes where they'll bring me a closing gift.
It's nice.
And they brought me these weird exotic jerkies from Florida. And it was buffaloes, some zebra was the weirdest one.
Yeah, see, there's no chance at zebra, bro. There's no buffalo. Okay, they'll farm buffalo. You can get bison and stuff.
Alligator, crocodile.
Maybe even that, because there's a commercial.
I think one of them was ostrich, and that is a farmed animal
In the U.S.?
Yeah, there's an ostrich in Smyrna, bro.
Doing what? Should we call someone?
Nah, dude. He's at the. I'm gonna say it again, and I didn't look up the name. I think it's the 13 Palms Zoo.
There's a zoo in Smyrna?
Hell yeah, dude. It might be Cheswold.
Is it what is in the zoo?
It's it's got gators. It's got ducks and geese that run around. It's got tortoise, big old boy, pig. It's got ostrich, emu, big old. It's got not a pheasant, peacock.
Peacock, that's fine. I could see
It's got 6 foot span on its feathers. It popped. We took the fam. We've been there twice now.
Beautiful animals.
Oh my god! But then they shake it, the big feathers.
Oh, I thought you meant they are shaking the bird. Put your feathers up. I was like, you should absolutely report that. But okay, no, I'm back though. I'm following you. So they shake their feathers.
Just shaking the bird.
Is that where the your tail feathers saying comes from?
I don't know. But when they're all fluffed out in a big wall of feathers, it's beautiful. But then they start going like this with it, and it's terrifying.
Is it an intimidation thing?
Yes, it's absolutely intimidation. Palms Zoo, Delaware. Yeah, it's it's a foundation for animal. 3 Palms Zoo.
Okay.
It's got 214 positive reviews. It's technically Townsend, but it's on Van Dyke Green Spring, which also runs through Smyrna.
They're the same.
Yeah, 3 Palms Zoo, 214 positive reviews. I love that. But yeah, it's got.
Is it new?
It was at a different location. This guy walks around the whole facility.
It's he's
like a goose.
No, it moved. I didn't see a goose.
Oh, sorry.
I saw a dude.
Oh, sorry, that guy.
Oh,
yeah, big old goose.
Massive. Is it a reservation or
a raccoon?
Not a reservation.
Kind of.
What's it called? A
I
sanctuary?
think it's called 3 Palms Preserve.
Okay.
A rescue zoo and education center.
Oh, that's
diverse
cool.
collection of domestic and exotic animals. They have alligators, and in the from me to you, I can stand with a little metal fence in between us.
I don't know if I like that.
He growled. It was. I've never heard an alligator growl like that, guttural. It's
gonna.
Yeah,
it's thinking about it.
Terrifying. It's dog. If that fence wasn't there, mine.
I have, and you can ask my wife Lisa. I maintain the fact that I could beat an alligator or a crocodile. In a fight.
Go ahead.
We went to Hilton Head for vacation, and they were we were golfing, and they were yes, and they were watch out for the gators. I was like, I'm not afraid of a gator. One, especially if I have a golf club because I'm armed. He's got nothing.
You're right. He doesn't have.
But if it's just me and him, I think I got. Dude, all you gotta do is take his back.
So you're telling me if you have an iron in hand, like you got 6 iron,
yeah,
you're beating a 10-foot alligator, 12-foot alligator?
I think easy.
I
think easy. Because one, I got the leverage to keep them away. And then all you got to do is get on their back and hold their mouth shut.
All you got to do is a crazy thing when talking about fighting an alligator in any way.
The amount of crocodile hunter I watched growing up.
Steve Irwin's the guy.
Yeah. But
I still watch his son all the time on TikTok.
I just feel like I could do it. And if that place will set it up, we can do pay-per-view. It'll be like a fundraising thing. I'll fight one of their gators right now. Today.
What's winning in okay, so let's define that. So if this hypothetical event, we'll set it up, happen. What's winning and losing? How do you beat the alligator? Like you pin it? You choke him out?
I'm gonna make him tap, yeah. I'm gonna submit him.
Okay. So you're gonna take him by the back, rear naked choke the alligator. What's are we playing in a pond? Is this a mixed field environment? Like we got some land, some
I think it's
sand
only fair if there's water in the
playing field
in the area because that's kind of his
home
thing.
ground.
But I think if I'm on his back, get an arm underneath the neck and I roll, hit him with his own move.
So you're on his back, right? And then you swoop the arm under.
Yeah.
And you go into his mouth.
No.
You're done.
Dude, their jaw's like here. I'm going here. They can't they got no neck mobility. Up
Actually,
and down.
I think they have insane neck mobility.
Sideways. You ever seen a crocodile nod? No, you haven't. They can't do it.
No, because normally they're jumping out of the water in a split second and getting you before you have a chance to think about any of this.
Well, I mean, it has to be sanctioned. Like, I'm going to know he's there.
That's fair.
There's
Take away his main skill set.
Yeah. There's no element of surprise. Okay.
So if we're taking away his main skill set, it's one-on-one in a caged environment. So what amount of money do you need on the table to take that fight for? I have a 14-footer. He's 20 years old. We know he's got some kills under his belt, not humans, but like deer and shit.
He's
like
done it.
Yeah, he's done the deed down in Florida. We brought him in, and his name is Gusto. And Gusto is a little aggressive because he's hungry. It's been 2 days. They can go a day, but it's been 2 days. He's ready to rock. And mixed field, a third is water, third is sand, third's land. It's 5 acres.
Oh, we got
land.
We have
you
room.
You can strategize.
I think you got to stay close though. Like they're gonna be faster than you.
Okay, so let's break it down. Let's break it down to an acre then.
Okay.
You got a 30-minute fight. How much money do you need on the table for surviving and just making it out and winning?
$47. It is. I want to do.
You would risk it all for $47.
I see no risk. I see zero risk. I'm not getting in the water, dude.
Do you see zero risk, Sean?
See a little bit.
I see more than $47 of risk. Like I would do a lot for $47. No, I'm sorry. I would do a little for like.
Yeah, well, we should
do. Like if you
Let's get into
said eat this hot wing for $50, I'd be like, I'm gonna eat that hot wing, but I'm not gonna wrestle an alligator.
That's because you don't have the knowledge and confidence.
I don't. Inform me. That's what I'm not getting because I understand if I'm in the circumstance where I am on his back.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to realize one of two things. A, yeah, I can't choke him out. B, I'm also going to realize he's a 14-foot piece of dinosaur muscle.
He's big.
This man's ready to tussle and has been only doing that since birth. And I was raised in Felton. So I'm not sure I'm cut out for his skill set. If he happens, you're right. If things go perfectly, I don't even know if his throat's there, dude. Is that even going to choke him?
They have to have a throat.
But I don't know. That's the thing. Let's say I get there, it's perfect, and he just starts death rolling me.
But you're not in his mouth. And then, what's he going to do? He's got one move. He's not going to put you in an
That one
arm.
move has taken him from the dinosaurs to us, and he's good.
He's not going
to
put
He hasn't had to evolve at all.
Look, dude.
He's still the same.
And that's why I don't respect him.
They've gotten smaller. They're like, we don't even need to be 30 feet anymore. We're good.
We killed the big ones.
Did we?
Oh, yeah.
Is that what happened?
They used to hunt them and everything. I mean, they still do, but...
I think that we still got that prehistoric world going on in the Amazon. I would love to know what's running around in there.
The second they go in there, though, it's ruined.
That's fair. It's an oxymoron. Well, there's the one guy I've researched him a lot now, where he's basically taking up like 50. He's trying to get to 50,000 acres of preserved land that's utilizable for you can go in as like a researcher who is, only taking down certain like types of plants, vines and things like that to get through and to analyze and see what's going on. But to say you're not cutting down anything, like you're not going into the canopy or anything like that.
Was that the guy on Joe Rogan?
Maybe. I saw clips of him, and then I ended up finding his YouTube channel. The clips might have been from Rogan.
Yeah.
He was a Hispanic-looking dude, had a goatee.
Yeah.
Yeah, super cool. Cool stories, though.
Yeah, he was talking about, like, the panther and stuff, or, like...
I didn't hear that one.
Oh, he was, like, walking, like, at night, which you're not supposed to do out there at all.
In the Amazon?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He was talking about being 2 a.m. out in a swamp. I'm like, what?
Why?
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that in Sussex County.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not going 2 a.m. anywhere.
No.
Nothing good happens after 9:30 p.m.
Except for NBA. But, yeah. But you were saying, what about the panther? You said walking on the beach at night.
He was walking, and I guess he, like, started hearing something, and there was a panther, like, there. And he had no idea until he was, like, 3 feet from it. And it's just terrifying that there could just be a panther.
But they don't really care about us out there.
Because we're not hunting them.
Yeah, we're not. Exactly. They don't. They see upright walking animal, right? And they just...
That's hard to kill.
Yeah.
I'm going to go get a gator. Those guys are dumb.
Gators eat panthers, though.
I don't think so.
I think...
I have seen them eat lions. Not personally.
An alligator?
Yeah, not personally. Or a crocodile, whatever one is.
Dude, I really... So here comes the other side. I think that a bear would be the easier fight versus a gorilla. But I know you're on the other side of that one.
This gives me a headache.
Dude.
We're talking a grizzly bear, right?
Grizzly bear, yeah.
Not like a little, like, brown bear or whatever.
Brown bears are bigger than grizzly bears.
No, they're not.
Yes,
I thought grizzly bears are the biggest one.
I do not think so. I think polar bears are the biggest one.
Well, they don't count.
Polar bears are monstrosities.
They will...
Those are gigantic.
Yeah.
Either way,
But
big
they
old animal.
love
weighs,
Coke,
like
yeah.
at least a ton. I don't know the exact specs on a gorilla.
Yeah.
Or
What year is this? Yeah.
What year gorilla? What version?
I'm going to trade in my gorilla. But no, a grizzly bear is almost twice the weight. Like,
Can I set the scene for everybody real quick? Because we've had this debate for years.
Yes, let's set it so they understand.
You're given a sword. You have a sword. Big, like two-hand wield sword. And you have to fight. It's no choice. You have to have a fight, and it's going to be between either you and a grizzly bear or you and a gorilla. Like, this is literally like the Russians have taken you in, and this is their way of just having entertainment with you.
This is their NBA.
Isn't that sick? They're like, there's some draft.
Yeah, like, oh man, I take the under.
Either way, you're expected to die either way.
Yes.
That's no debate.
Yeah.
You're expected
You're
to
not
do it.
coming, yeah.
Yeah, there's not a lot of people, probably not doing that either, but there's probably not a lot of people that are going to make it. But if you had to choose, you got to hit blue button for gorilla, red button for grizzly. I'm hitting grizzly bear.
But you're wrong.
Why?
They're twice the size. Just as fast.
In fur and fat.
Fur and fat.
Have you seen a gorilla? Find one piece of fat.
That's like saying would you rather fight like an aesthetics guy versus like a power lifter? No, you're going to fight the dude who can do muscle ups.
No, power lifter I can run around from.
No, you can't.
But here's the difference. The power lifter over here, the power lifter cannot run as fast as the aesthetics guy. The power lifter cannot move, punch, use his all four limbs.
But you're
like
in a ring or like a cage.
Sure.
You're not running away.
I get it. It's like an arena. Let's call it like the Coliseum.
Oh, okay.
All right. So there's some room to maneuver.
Okay. Which is
Have you ever seen a gorilla run?
Yeah, but you're in there, dude. They're just running. There's nothing to swing on.
What are you talking about?
Like they're a tree. I've seen Tarzan. They like to be up and moving around.
No. A gorilla.
I know what a gorilla is.
Gorillas don't swing in trees.
They absolutely go in trees.
I'm talking Big Daddy silverback gorilla.
I know.
Sitting on he does not swing around in trees.
I'm not
he's
talking
gigantic. Sean, how tall is a gorilla? Can you pull up like the tail of the tape real quick?
Give me the
on
Let me try this TV out.
Yeah, can we do this?
Because I bet you they're a big
I know
gorilla.
they're bigger. I know grizzly bears are bigger. Here's my thing. Here's my whole thing about it.
They have thumbs.
That's scary. What if they get your sword? What if they get your sword and start sticking around with you? Like you got no chance.
The grizzly has 10 swords just built in.
I don't think it's 10, sir. I don't want to. If you get hit by the pole, you're done. Again,
And you're
this is like a 1 out of 50, probably even make it more than 30 seconds out of the first attack.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But you have a better chance against a gorilla.
No, because here's my thing. There's no doubt the grizzly bear is more powerful. Yeah, you got to hit home and then go to input. Perfect. You're going to die off the first swipe regardless. You got to get them before the first hit.
I think you survive a couple punches from a grizzly. From a gorilla.
You're crazy.
Oh, you're cracking ribs. You're going to be hurting.
No, dude.
The
HDMI 1.
The grizzly's taking your head off, dude. One hit.
Both of them are.
The gorilla's not, dude.
I think you're underserving the gorilla.
No, they're scared. I don't want to fight one. It's not a gator, but
you're not. The air that will be created from them running towards you, ready to pound you with their fist, might knock you out before their fist even hits you. The grizzly bear. Here's my thing. I was gonna say this. The biggest thing for me is the grizzly bear is gonna get up, possibly, on his hind legs, to do that. Right? He's gonna go from 4-leg to 2-leg. That's my opportunity. That's my moment. But the soft underbelly.
But you're forgetting that he's also running at you at like 25 miles an hour, and is just gonna.
Do grizzly bears run 25 miles an hour?
I'm pretty sure they're pretty fast.
Listen, the gorilla is never going to give you that opportunity. There's not an opportunity when it comes to. I hear you, but look at that soft belly. We're also looking at that's a Kodiak bear. It's not even a grizzly bear. Nah, that's
dude. That guy's not even scary.
Look at that guy. No. You put up the least intimidating gorilla that's ever been shown. Look at that guy.
That is the worst comparison. Look, I'm not. No doubt that's scary, but I have a better chance of killing that.
Is that Bigfoot? Is this a Sasquatch analysis? What data are we using?
This is Yahoo Images.
Okay, can we pull up like a video of like gorilla
look at that
runs zoo or something like that?
Look at that guy just sitting next to that gorilla.
That is a chill gorilla. I've been to zoos and seen gorillas that are twice that size.
I just
a silverback gorilla.
Look up the size of a full grown gorilla. Because you're underestimating how much size plays a factor into this. You're going to get ragdolled.
I'm going to get ragdolled either way. But I feel if I got a 2-hand wield sword. Here's another thing. No one goes out and hunts gorillas. People are actively hunting bears. Not because that every Joe Blow hunter's hunting a grizzly bear.
We would wipe them out, dude.
There's
a reason they're like protected. They can't protect themselves, clearly. Grizzlies, fine.
Aren't they top of the food chain? Can you pull up on here? Can you go to the video tab and maybe put in a search like gorilla aggressive or something like that at zoo? Like when you can feel the vibration in your feet from when they're just pounding on the ground, running towards you.
That's all really good show.
If you pull it up here.
You want to go through the TV?
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, just press play, I think. You just got to turn up the thing on the soundboard beside the mics. The USB looking one.
It's already up.
Yeah. Here, I'll just turn up TV.
Look, yeah, like that's scary, but look, that's not that bad, dude.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So they didn't even like show the gorilla.
Yeah, they didn't even show the gorilla doing it. Either way, typical.
You know why they don't have any videos of grizzlies doing that? Because the person didn't make it. That is pretty scary though. That glass was that broken.
They're more agile. I don't know. Yes, beeline, a grizzly's running faster, but I don't know. I feel that.
Let me ask you this.
Okay.
They're in there together, just the grizzly and the gorilla. Who's coming out?
Probably a grizzly.
Yeah. And you want to fight the one that lives?
I think in comparison to us, both of them are one-shot hits. But I understand how a grizzly is just so much bigger and has some, for a long-term fight, has all the advantages.
Right.
For sure. See, how many people are they putting in cages and saying, hey, gorilla, go mess with this guy?
Bro.
See, look.
Look at those, dude.
Can you make the screen kick?
Like that doesn't look real.
But no one's getting close to that close to a gorilla.
They were just at the zoo.
Not
with the gorilla.
Look, bah, right there. Bah, right there. As soon as he do it, done.
And you think one sword is, even if you get him.
We're talking 2-hand wield like David Goliath. Like,
first off, you're assuming that you can get that sword up fast enough.
You're right. This is a low chance of survival. Yeah. But look, his first thing he did, he said, let me get a look how fat he is. Bro, that guy's not intimidating.
That's not even, but he's not even in the wild. That's just, you're done.
Ones in the wild, they're thinner probably. This guy gets fed.
But I'm talking like, but they're lean. You need that edge, that like little bit of hunger.
The lean is gonna make the sword slice smoother through his belly.
I don't think that's how math works.
Okay, so here's the one thing I'll give you at the gorilla.
It took three men to stand that back up.
That's crazy. That's actually nuts. Can we do the same search before gorilla?
Yeah, when I typed in, that's what came up last time.
Because they're not aggressive.
Here's
what is that?
Wait, what? Really?
Bro, you imagine you're about to chop him down and he slides at you like that?
That'd be sick. There's nothing I can...
Look at that gut, dude.
He just has a weird arch in his back. He doesn't have a gut. He's trying to throw it back a little bit. That's not the gorilla. That's not the gorilla you're fighting. I'm just going to be clear.
What if it's like a Tuesday?
All right, let me give you a different one.
Okay.
You got to fight an orangutan once a year. You never know when it's going to be, or you got to fight a chicken every time you need to turn on your car.
That's tough.
Yeah, that's a classic one.
Because like I'm gonna beat the chicken
every time,
but it's like I'm late for work and I'm gonna stomp out this chicken.
Telling your boss you're late for work.
But also like there's no chance you die, right?
No,
and
the orangutan has those things are mean.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm not trying to fight.
Those guys are rude and strong.
I've seen this.
That's terrifying. That's terrifying.
And just no.
You know what?
And you're just not getting away.
Yeah, that's what's crazy. Oh my gosh, that's terrifying. There's this orangutan reaching around the bars, has this person grabbed, and people are trying to pull him back, and there's just nothing. He's just easily holding on. Oh my God, he's sideways. That's terrifying.
Yeah. Oh, he's trying to eat him,
dude. Because at least with the gorilla or the grizzly bear, you're done.
Yeah,
it's moments, if not immediate. With that, he might just wreck you for a while.
Yeah.
Oh my. There's stories of them like ripping people's faces off, trying to keep them as pets.
That's why, yeah, like chimps and stuff too.
Chimps, those are not pets.
There's no world where you need a chimp.
Oh my God, what is that? Is that orangutan as well? What's wrong with him?
Bro, he needs to get that looked at.
He doesn't look that aggressive. Gentle nature. Okay, so this must be a different type of orangutan. That's the other one.
Nope, solitary. Nice.
Okay. Video also only has 17 likes. Can't always.
Yeah, I don't trust it at all. I don't think there's a lot of people Googling orangutan. Okay, that's terrifying.
Is that what he really looked? Going back to I think it was Calvin Coolidge and Woodrow Wilson's time frame in the office, like early 1900s. Being the one that not only enacted the CIA, but also approved the Fed, which is a privately owned entity that has charge over our mint and how we borrow money and the rate we borrow it at. And, it's seen as like the first time where politics was bought was that term. And then ever since.
Stopped.
Yeah. And it's crazy. You say conspiracy theory, but now we know the Obamas have gotten into weird stuff. We know the Clintons have been in weird stuff. The Roosevelts, you look at, just JFK and everything that went on with that. I mean,
forgot to say Biden's,
Bush's, everybody.
They're all, it doesn't matter what side you're on either. Like they're all little.
And you can define corrupt in any one way or shape or form, but it does seem to make it to that point. You do have to be in other people's pockets in one way, shape or form.
Well, you're not getting elected. Yeah. We don't pick.
What do you think about these artists that are now starting to I don't know if it's because there's more and more people doing it, and so they feel comfortable in numbers. I feel I'm hearing more and more people, and Sean, I'd be curious your take on this too, that are openly admitting to being offered or talking about, the Illuminati or whatever it is. Yeah. I've heard people alluring to the yellow juice or the golden juice or something like that, or basically just talking about all the stuff people called a conspiracy theory for years, that you get a certain amount of influence, and all of a sudden you need to sign this contract to make sure we can keep you in line.
Yeah, and also come to this party tonight, and
and it goes down from there.
yeah,
But
literally, it's weird, dude. It's weird, and you see a lot of artists that come in. Their first project will be really good, seems genuine, and then the second they start getting like tour dates and get real famous, and then the whole image changes, the music changes. Like
Sam Smith.
I wasn't gonna say the name, but yeah,
That's one.
It changed.
Doja Cat's going. I don't even pay attention to those artists super heavy, but it's like
I love Sam. I mean, I still think Sam Smith is one of the best singers
it's got a beautiful
on
voice.
the planet.
Yeah.
It's just not my style anymore. Like we bought tickets to his show, and then we saw like the devil stuff, and like I just it's not
Style's different.
Yeah, the style's different. It's not the same music.
Yeah, and I think there's some people that just literally change their style of music to
Oh yeah,
to
that's
appease
gonna happen.
making more money.
You have to.
Yeah.
Like Drake did. That's why he makes terrible rap now.
That's the thing too. When it comes to people like that, like I look at the people like Michael Jackson, someone who had a track record up until he didn't of basically 100% purity. Like there wasn't a scratch on his record in any way, shape, or form. And you put out Thriller, and all of a sudden people may be like, "Hey, you need to have come have a conversation with us."
Yeah.
because your music is literally like making people stay home from work to watch your music videos.
Right.
Like, that's crazy. And who knows? Maybe he was offered and he said, I'm not doing it. And they're like, we're going to tank you. Your skin color is going to get disease. You're going to get accusations against you that even if they're proven innocent are still going to mar you.
Oh, forever.
And that's especially that when you get into kids, like even if you're proven innocent, it's just always going to loom.
Yeah.
And then he's dead.
Is he?
I believe he's dead.
I don't know. I saw some weird. I have no idea.
There's conspiracy theories he's alive too. But I would more so believe the conspiracy theory that there are people who didn't want him alive than he wanted to be alive so badly he'd fake his death.
Well, whatever his doctor was, who was prescribing him that, like.
He was tied in on it too. I don't know the specifics, but
Yeah. It was weird. I don't know. I was never a big Michael Jackson fan. Like, it's not my type of music. I respect it.
Sure. But just as an example
Yeah.
of somebody who maybe did reach that point and they were like,
Yeah.
and he didn't say because of who he was. But you look at like Justin Bieber. He fell off.
Oh, big time. A lot of stuff.
And career went sideways, relationship went sideways. I don't know. I wonder about government control. I definitely runs through my brain of how much, like, even on podcasts, like people that are literally plugged in as influencers now. Like, yeah, you used to target the movie star as the person we want to control your message.
Right.
But now you want the guy reviewing 2K videos because he's got more push than the anchor on the local news station.
And he gets views every day.
Every day from the same demographic of people. Whatever they're doing, they have a consistent audience.
Yep.
Just like a Fox, just like a CNN. But away from that, what are the good things going on in your life that are going to push you forward? We only got like 15 minutes left, but like, what's on the sunny side of your life?
I mean, the biggest thing is the baby.
Hell
Man.
yeah, dude. I want you to bring that up.
Yes. So
I was hoping you were going to bring it up somewhere between like the fluoride in our water and the gorilla attacks.
yeah,
But
I couldn't find this.
I didn't know where. Yeah, I was hoping you would take it, but yeah, you're about to be a dad.
Yes, little girl coming early December.
How's that feel like? Because I know how it felt for me. I want to know how it feels for you.
I'm excited, like super excited. I'm nervous because it's like now we have to keep something alive. You know what I mean? And then you have to do a good job. You have to raise them up in the crazy, like everything that's going on.
Everything we're talking about.
And you're making another person, and it's like, are they going to be productive, neutral, or negative? You know what I mean? So
it's like it's a video game.
it is. It's like I gotta keep
Create a character.
X or Y. Like which way am I going? And it's crazy. But I'm so excited.
Good.
I'm so it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Did you do the XY because like XY chromosome, or did you mean like XY on a controller?
On a controller?
That's pretty good
Yeah.
wordplay right there.
Yeah,
That's good.
I didn't mean
because
to.
the first choice is X or Y.
That's true.
I remember how I didn't find out until like a month and a half prior to having her. You've had the whole experience.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna define her reality. That's what I'm finding more and more is like
Crazy.
yeah, you're defining what she's gonna define as real, fake. What her universe is gonna be basically what you expose her to. Is that pressure like?
It's unreal.
Does it hurt
like,
sometimes?
Yeah, it's like that's what I think. Like I'll lay in bed and like I don't have a problem sleeping, but like before sleep, I'm like, is she gonna like watching Carmelo Anthony highlights, or is she gonna like,
dude.
yeah,
That's
I
gonna
know
be
she
so
will.
important.
But like, no, seriously, because it's like,
Can she hit it out of a bunker? Because I can't.
I can't either. Someone's got to
Shut up, you can.
Yeah.
I've seen 2 hole outs from you from the same bunker.
A lot of practice in the sand. But yeah, man, it's like, what's she gonna like? What's she gonna do?
Yeah.
What crappy characteristics am I gonna pass down because I don't realize I'm doing them? Like,
Dude.
And the one thing that comes up a little bit when we talk about is like, is it gonna be weird for her growing up watching me weigh my food? Like, I don't want to give her a complex with food.
Yeah.
And then I'm like measuring my sweet potato French fries down to the gram. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm not gonna stop doing that, am I? Or like, I might have to.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to.
Rachel and I have had that conversation before of, different ways. Because I don't want Peach, my baby girl, to, I just don't want her to be a bad person.
Right.
I want her to be nice. I want her to be grateful for life. I want her to, appreciate what she has. I think there's a lot of things we can talk about, like screen time and how much they should be involved in like what's going on outside of, your own household. It's just, there's a constant battle of all those things. And I get catch myself being too, probably just too mature for a 5-year-old in terms of talking about certain things or expecting certain things out of a 5-year-old. Because they're just doing life for the first time.
Right.
They've never been 5 before.
Haven't figured it out.
Haven't figured anything out. So, and it'll hit me sometimes, dude. I'll be like, dog, you're being impatient as an adult with a 5-year-old child right now. You're irritated. You're at whatever I'm like,
you're losing.
Grow up.
Yeah.
Like, fix the problem.
You're
like,
30.
But it does. And
for sure.
And the problem is it's usually out of love. That's what I found. It's like it's out of love. It's out of wanting this best for them. And so you're frustrated when you're disappointed because they didn't reach that expectation you set for them.
Right. It's like, I know what's best. I know what you need to do. And then.
But those things they watch us do are what they do. And it's what they pick up on as everything. I mean,
it's the norm.
It is the norm. I mean, we met at a Christian school that we probably wouldn't have signed up for without our Christian influence growing up, and have shifted directions on mindsets there. I know, at least I have spiritually, because I've now taken on my own ability to take on information.
Right.
It's not just like this one piece of influence. Where do you even start in terms of thinking like prior to, how are you going to set up that influence?
That's what I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I do.
I still don't know. So.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if any,
I'm asking you out of curiosity for myself.
I used to always think that like, oh, adults had it figured out.
Dude, yeah.
And they don't. No one knows.
They're all kids that grow up.
Yeah. And they're just like faking it till you make it. It's like, I still haven't made it. Like every day I'm like, this seems right. And that's because of what my parents taught me. Like, you just kind of go with that gut feeling, but you never know.
Yeah.
And I have a question for you. Like, how do you balance the not spoiling them, but also giving them everything that they ask for? Because, like, I have that urge to, like, oh, you want that? Like, it's on, I'll get it for you. I'll get it for you. But then I don't want her to be entitled, but I also don't want her to be like.
That's something where I don't struggle super hard. I do sit a little heavier on the I would rather her not be spoiled than have everything line.
Yeah.
A little to a fault. Where there are times where, she wants a sweet treat or something like that, like a piece of candy. It's 3 days in a row. Yeah, a sweet treat. And like, I do need to budge on that sometimes. I do need to budge on bedtime every now and then. That's where I can get better, because I do because the first like 5-6 years are so crucial.
Yep.
To everything. And so there's a piece of me that feels when she's not if it's there's gonna be an age where I break, and it is gonna be just whatever you want.
Yeah, go for it.
Because I fall more in love with her every day, every little date we go on, every time. Now we're playing Fortnite together. I sent you pictures because we used to play back in the day. Maybe we can just live stream, like play a round or two on here next time you come in.
Yeah,
that'd be fun. I have a guy coming. Do you know the game GeoGuessr?
I don't think so.
So it's like you get this picture of somewhere in the world, literally any piece of land in the world, and it doesn't tell you where it's at. You just see a picture, and you get like, it's like a street map view.
Oh, okay.
You're on the pin, you get to look around, and then you have to guess where you're at. And he was a world champion for like 2 years or something like that, or had 3 different world records.
Bro, it could be my street that I live on.
Oh, I've tried.
I might not pick it out.
It's a guess. There's nothing about it that I have with any. But you'll watch people play and be like, "Oh, the grass looks like this. This gravel is installed here, and their taxes are due, so it's in Zimbabwe." It's like, and then they'll be right.
Yeah,
I don't get it. But yeah, dude. Any opportunity, I just fall more and more in love with her, and I feel it will just overflow at some point into. And I say this at this point is almost like lack of discipline, because I do want her to have discipline. I feel discipline is such the purest form of love to yourself.
Oh, yeah.
And something I wish, dude, I think about like how I could have taken care of my body better when I was 11 or 12, if I had influence in my life of how I could have done that. That could have led me to preserving my body better, to play better. If someone could have taught me better discipline when I was 14, 15 and wanted to play for these public high schools, well, I didn't have any looking at me. So I probably should have done, there's a lot of things where I look back like, hey, if someone just said, wake up and do this, and here's why. And it made sense. That could have just shifted everything. And I want to be that for her.
Right.
I want her to be a superwoman.
Point her in those, yeah.
But at the same time, you can create someone that's spoiled and someone that expects everything.
Yeah,
to get into that
you
movie.
should draft me, or you should recruit me, or like I need this. And that's what I'm struggling with. But she's not even here yet. So let me get through the first.
But that shows you're going to do a great job. You're already worried about it, and she's not even here.
I guess.
There's a lot of people who don't even care.